Gerald is 71 years old. He's sitting at his kitchen table in Phoenix, Arizona, and he's scared that comes from one big disaster, the kind that creeps in slowly. Month after month. Everything right starts realizing the math no longer works. He worked 35 years, never missed a date, carefully. Retired at 66 with a pension, a social security check, and $180,000 in the bank. He thought he was set. 3 years into retirement, he's staring at his bills, and his savings account is $40,000 lighter than it was when he retired. He hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't been careless. He's just been living a normal life in America in 2020. Right there is the problem. What is quietly draining Gerald's retirement is the same thing draining millions of Americans. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what it is, why it's happening, and what you can do to protect yourself. Macro Signal. If you are retired or approaching retirement, the next 8 minutes could be the most important you hear this year. Subscribe to Macro Signal right now, because what we're about to break down is situation didn't happen because of one bad decision. It happened because of 5 quiet, grinding forces hitting retirees from every force direction. Is sticky inflation. And this one is more dangerous than most people realize. Groceries that cost a retiree $400 a month in 2020 now cost $580 or more every single month. Gas, utilities, all and the categories that hit retirees the hardest: food, healthcare, housing, and energy saw the steepest single month. Gerald pays more for the exact same things he bought the year before. There is no version of budgeting his way out of that. Force is the one that surprises people the most. And honestly, it should make you angry. You have probably heard about Social Security cost of living adjustments, the annual raises designed to help benefits keep pace with inflation. On paper, those adjustments sounded impressive over the past few years, some of the largest COLAs in decades. So why are retirees still falling behind? Because the government calculates inflation using a formula that does not reflect how seniors, older Americans, spend a far larger share of their budget on medical care than younger people do. And medical costs have risen dramatically faster than the official inflation numbers suggest. Even with those headline-grabbing COLA increases, millions of retirees effectively received a pay cut in real terms. The raise came in the front door, and the cost of living walked out the back with more than Social Security check went up. But what he could actually buy with it went down every year. The third force compounds the second one in a way that feels almost designed to Medicare Part B premiums. What most seniors pay monthly for their medical coverage are automatically deducted directly from Social Security benefits. So every time Medicare costs rise, the net monthly check shrinks. Gerald gets a COLA increase with one hand, and Medicare takes a cut with the other. Some years, the Medicare increase nearly cancels out the entire Social Security raise. He is running in place on a treadmill that keeps quietly speeding up, and most retirees don't even realize it's happening. The fourth force is one that caught a lot of retirees completely off guard, especially those who felt a sense of relief over the past couple of years. When interest rates rose sharply, savings accounts and CDs started paying real interest again. For seniors on fixed income, that felt like a genuine lifeline. A $200,000 savings account earning 5% generates $10,000 a year, nearly $850 a month. But interest rates don't stay elevated forever. When they fall, and historically, they always cycle back down, that income doesn't just shrink, it can collapse. Drop that same account to 2%, and you're earning $4,000 a year instead of $10,000. That is $500 a month gone. For retirees who build their monthly budgets around that higher interest income, this is a silent financial gut punch. The fifth force is the one that homeowners often feel protected from, but shouldn't. Owning your home outright means you're not paying rent, and that is a genuine advantage. But you are still paying property taxes and insurance. In states like Florida and Texas, property tax bills have jumped dramatically, even for people who have no intention of ever selling. Insurance has become a crisis of its own. Some seniors are now paying 2 or 3 times what they paid just 5 years ago. And then there is maintenance. Roofs age. Water heaters fail. When you're retired on a fixed income, that same bill can destroy your forces. Sticky inflation, COLA inadequacy, Medicare premium erosion, interest rate volatility, and rising housing costs, all hitting simultaneously, all hitting the same people. That is Gerald's story. And right now, that is the story of millions of American retirees who saved carefully, planned responsibly, and still find themselves watching their cushion shrink month after month. The hardest part is that none of this is their fault. They played by the rules of a retirement system that was designed for a different America. An era of low inflation and stable healthcare. The world changed. The retirement model didn't change with it. That gap is exactly where the pain lives. If you are watching this and recognizing pieces of your own situation, you are not alone, and you are not out of This is precisely why Macro Signal exists. Subscribe right now if you haven't already, because what we're about to cover can change your financial picture. Subscribe to Macro Signal and hit the bell so you never miss an update that could affect your money. Now, let's talk about what you can do. The single most important thing you can do right now today is get completely honest about your actual spending. Not what you think you spend. Pull your bank statements from the last 6 months and go through them line by line. Most retirees are genuinely shocked by Once you have the real numbers, you can make real decisions. Without them, you are navigating one of the most complex financial periods completely blind. If you haven't claimed Social Security yet, understand this. For every year you delay past your full retirement age, your benefit grows by 8%. In an inflationary environment where that guaranteed monthly income needs to last potentially decades, that compounding growth is one of the most powerful financial tools. It costs nothing to use. It requires no investment knowledge. It simply requires patience and a plan. And it can mean tens of thousands more. Review your Medicare plan every single year during open enrollment, which runs from October 15th to December 7th. This is your annual window. This is your annual window to compare plans, switch coverage, and potentially save thousands of dollars. Plans change every year, premiums shift. What was the right plan for you 3 years ago may be costing you far more than it needs to today. Most seniors enroll once and never look again. That single habit of not reviewing is quietly costing millions of retirees real money every year. To benefits programs you may be eligible for, but aren't using. Medicare savings programs can cover your Part B premium entirely. That's more than $2,000 back in your pocket every year. The Extra Help program can slash your prescription drug costs dramatically. SNAP, utility assistance programs, and various state-level senior support programs exist specifically for people navigating exactly this situation. The catch is you have to apply. Millions of eligible seniors never do either, because they don't know these programs exist, or because they feel uncomfortable asking for help. There is nothing uncomfortable about using benefits you spent your entire working life paying into. Consider sitting down with a fee-only financial advisor, someone who charges a flat fee or hourly rate for honest advice. A good advisor can look at your withdrawal strategy, your asset allocation, your tax situation, and your insurance coverage with fresh eyes. They often find inefficiencies that are quietly costing retirees thousands of dollars a year. Money that could stay in your pocket. These steps are not theoretical. Dorothy is a 68-year-old retired school librarian in Ohio. She watched a video just like this one, did the research, and applied for a Medicare savings program she had never heard of. It now covers her entire Part B premium, saving her over $2,000 every year. She also switched her Medicare Advantage plan. Then there is Robert, 74 years old, North Carolina. Watching his savings drain faster than anyone expected, he sat down with a fee-only advisor and restructured his withdrawal strategy to be more tax efficient. He recovered thousands of dollars a year he had been quietly losing to unnecessary taxes. He also downsized from a large home to a smaller townhome. It was an emotional decision, but it gave him financial breathing room. Dorothy, Robert, Gerald. 3 different people, one common thread. They got informed and took action instead of hoping the problem would fix itself. The retirement model most American workers were sold: work hard, save in a 401k, collect Social Security, was built for a different era. It wasn't built for persistent inflation. It wasn't built for healthcare costs that consume a third of a retired household's budget. It wasn't built for people living well into their 80s and 90s, or the economic volatility of the world we actually live in today. The gap is wide and growing, but it is not unbeatable if you understand what you are against and make informed decisions. Policymakers are beginning to pay attention. There are active discussions in Congress about reforming the Social Security COLA formula. There are proposals to expand Medicare benefits, cap out-of-pocket drug costs, and strengthen support for lower-income retirees. We will track every single development and bring it to you here at Macro Signal. The moment here is what we know for certain. The retirees who will come through this period strongest are not necessarily the ones with the most money. They are the ones who are most informed. They are the ones who understood what was coming before it arrived. They are the ones who made small, smart adjustments early instead of large, painful ones late. That is who Macro Signal is built for. That is who this channel exists to serve. Gerald is still at that kitchen table, but here is what's different now. He knows what he's dealing with. He knows the 5 forces. He knows the steps. He applied for a Medicare savings program and got approved. He's reviewing his Medicare plan during open enrollment for the first time in 3 years. He scheduled a meeting with a fee-only advisor. The fear is still there, but now it has a direction. And the direction is everything. If this video gave you something real today, a clearer picture, a concrete next step, then please take 10 seconds and like this video. It helps more people in Gerald's exact situation find this information. Share it with someone you care about, who is retired or getting close to it. They may not know about the retirement cost squeeze we broke down today, and sharing this could genuinely change their financial picture. And subscribe to Macro Signal right now if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you never miss an update. Next week, we are going inside the Social Security system to reveal a specific claiming mistake that is costing retirees an average of $58,000. You do not want to miss that one. Subscribe to Macro Signal. Stay informed, stay protected. We will see you next week.